So you might be wondering what you just saw. Basically, I'm back. This is From the Rain. It's a game on Steam for $3. In the game, you basically have to defend your house from these two dudes that try to get in. One of the dudes tries to come in from the doors and the windows, while the other guy tries to vent. Frick, I'm dead. Even later on, the phone can kill you. Now you may be wondering, how does one deal with these insane threats? Well, it's simple really. With the doorman, all you have to do is be a better speed typer than him. Oh shoot. Oh man. Oh my god. Now, the main way you know when the doorman is there is when you hear thunder and see lightning. Like that. And that's really all there is to the doorman. He goes to the windows and the doors, and you have to go get him whenever the lightning happens. Oh yeah, and something I forgot to say about the doorman is that whenever he's there, a few seconds after he arrives, he'll start knocking like that. And that's how you know where he is in the house. So now is the time where I should probably talk about the other guy, the Vent Man. The Vent Man is pretty simple. Basically, he chooses a vent, and then he crawls through the vent, and that's it. Now, the real problem with the Vent Man is that I don't really know how he works. Whenever I hear the vent sound, which is like some clanging, I just don't know where he is. Now, I'm sure that a better player could probably figure it out, but I don't know how he works. But what I do know is that when you find him in a vent, you just close it in his face, then he can't get down. You'll hear the vent noise again, and then he'll leave. So, another thing about the Vent Man is that when he's really way up there in the vent, it's kind of hard to see him. So, sometimes I couldn't tell if he was actually in there or not, but usually that's not a problem because he'll be right in my face because I couldn't find him. I guess I should start talking about the actual game. Alright, kitchen. What do I do?
And will deserve after my job promotion. Time to relax with some television.
So the game is split up into 5 hours. There's 6 technically, but we will get there. We get home and we eat some food, and now we have to go to bed because we're tired, obviously. Wait, what was that?
This is a civil danger warning effective to all 5 counties of western New York, Allegheny, Cattaraugus, Chautauqua, Erie, and Niagara. Your most attention is required. The following message is transmitted through the request of the United States government. This is not a test. As you all know, all 5 counties have been suffering from severe rain and thunder since yesterday. Since the beginning of this weather, a large number of murders have been committed. As of now, all cases include either disjointed limbs, severed body parts, or deformed features of the face and neck. The last murder was at 7:08 p.m. EST. It is a necessity that you close and lock all windows, doors, or other entrances to your home. The United States military will soon be deployed and searching for whatever is causing these horrendous deaths. There is no information on how to protect yourself as there have been no witnesses to any of the 34 murders. Stay inside and do not open the door for anyone. The United States military will unlock all homes once the source has been euthanized. We urge all residents to not call the police. Remember, staying calm will help you make better decisions.
Oh my god. This cannot be happening. However, I should be safe. I installed a top-of-the-line security system which runs solely off electricity. I can sleep peacefully tonight.
And so just like the guy said, don't open the doors or the windows.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
So something bad does happen. The lights go out, along with the entire power of the house, including the security system. So now we have the task that we'll be repeating for the next couple of hours while we play the game. We have to find the 4 numbers to activate the generator. And then we have to reactivate every single security lock on every window and door. And then, for some reason, the lights turn back on. Breakers. Are there any breakers in here? I forgot what he said. Didn't the power just go out? Isn't that all that was? I thought that's all that was. Am I gonna die? Green 5, blue 4, 7 yellow, 4. There it is. So I found the code and it was 7542, and all that did was turn the generator on. Now I just had to turn on all the things.
Now that the generator is on, I can recharge all of the power blocks at each of the entrances to the house. Once they're fully charged, the generator should have enough power to reboot the system for a while.
Do I need to be worried about something happening? I didn't know it at the time, but yes, I did. Okay, that's just lightning. Now, if you remember what I said earlier about the doorman, that is not just lightning. That was my first encounter with the doorman. I didn't even see him. I just clicked on the door and it gave me some text prompts and I hit them and I just closed the door. I didn't know it was happening at the time. So this is the last lock. And whenever you do the last lock, it's pretty easy. You finish it up and then the lights turn back on. And this should be the last one. Look at that. The lights turned back on. And now all that's left to do is go next to the generator and start hour 2. So, yeah, all right. Hour 1. What? So you might have noticed that hour 1 was really easy. I ran into the monster one time and the same thing basically happens in hour 2. It's the same thing. Get the generator code. There's only one guy, it's the door guy, and that's it. So we're gonna speed run hour 2 real quick. With the speed run over, hour 3 starts with a phone ringing in your ear. There's another one.
Hello? Hello?
The phone guy basically just says that don't answer any more phone calls. Bad idea. No, don't do that. He also says that there is an imposter in the vents. Thus begins hour 3. That dude looks like he's not alive. Blue 1. So from this point on, the vent man can attack you at any time. It doesn't matter where you are, he will make his noise and come get you.
Did that come from the vents?
That was one of the vent noises. It's kind of hard to tell because it played with a thunderstrike. But like I said earlier, that means that the vent man has chosen a vent and is crawling down. Now you might be wondering what happens when you die, because I haven't died yet. And what you're about to see is that. What? The only real complaint that I have for the game is dying, because it's a little disappointing. It's just a PNG and a loud noise. Other than that, I didn't have any problems with night 3, so I'll just finish it up right now and go to hour 4.
Oh my god, I don't know how much longer I can take this.
So I guess I'll just go sit down now. Yeah! Hour 4 is basically the same as hour 3. Or is it? You see, in hour 4, we get introduced to our new enemy, the phone. The phone will start ringing at a random time in the night, and if you don't answer it, you'll die. The phone isn't the only thing added in the night. There's also a new gameplay mechanic added, sleeping. Every once in a while, your screen will start to fade to black, and when that happens, you have to shake your mouse to wake up. Whenever it happens, whatever action you were doing, you're not doing it anymore. You're just standing there. That means that if you're dealing with the doorman and you start falling asleep, you have to deal with that first before you get back to the door. Look here as I'm moving and I stop because I fall asleep. This mechanic can call for some untimely deaths, but it didn't happen to me, so it's not that bad. Overall, hour 4 is pretty difficult. I died a few times before I got it done, but even though it took me a few attempts, eventually I did get to the phone. Yeah, the hardest part is when they both show up at the same time.
I can't rest with that.
Hello resident, this is an automated phone call from the United States government. We are calling to ensure your troops from the military will be at your home shortly to protect you and your family. Please continue to be calm and stay indoors. Thank you for your patience and most importantly, your trust.
With hour 4 done, I think it's a good time to mention how long the hours take. Hour 1 was really short. Hours 2 and 3 clocked in around 8 minutes, with hour 2 being longer for some reason. Hour 4, that took me 15 minutes. But that's enough of my complaining. It's time to get to hour 5. Is the hardest by far. It's not even close. All of the lighting basically goes a slight tint of red to show you that this is it. This is the end game. Instead of the vent man showing up after you turn the generator on, both the doorman and the vent man are active at the same time, right at the start. They both show up more frequently, and the doorman has a noticeable speed increase in how he opens doors and windows. The phone is not present on hour 5 because that would be too hard. You're too busy dealing with the door and vent man all the time. I'll just get right to the point. I died a lot. I have probably like 40 minutes of footage of just death. Hour 5 is not only the most difficult night, but is also the most fun. It's also very stressful. I think the main reason that it is so stressful is because both of the threats are present at the beginning of the hour. And it really makes it that much harder to even turn the generator on, let alone turn all the power locks back on. Another thing that you will notice is that as hour 5 progresses, it'll become more grayed out and all the noises will become distorted and hard to hear. At the end of hour 5, I had a few close calls with the doorman. And eventually, I did get a pretty good run going. Go, go. And I was on the final power lock. This has got to be the last one.
This is a troop from the United States military and we are ready to evacuate you from the premise. Please come and unlock and open your front door. Hurry.
And that was it. I had beaten hour 5. What it wants me to do. And that's how it ends. With hour 5 done, there's their bad ending. Bad ending? There's 2 endings?
Oh my god.
Well, I just wanted to thank you, viewer, for watching this entire video and getting all the way here. As you can see, I'm done playing From the Rain, because I don't really want to do a 6 hour or whatever, because there are 6 hours, but it's too hard. I can't do it. If I do ever come back to From the Rain, it'll be a much shorter video, obviously. There's not that much left to do. But I'll come back if the people want it. This is the first video I've really spent a lot of time on and actually, you know, edited. And I'm pretty happy with it. So, yeah. Just thank you for watching the video, and I'll probably be back. Oh yeah, and all music that was used is in the description below.